We're working in Pro Tools today. And Sam, I've got two tracks there. I've got the original demo and I've got the instrumental mix. Let's mute the original demo and only listen to the two track. I think the bigger one is the original. Yeah, and the smaller one is the two track. Brian is out there ready to sing. We want to make sure that we're set up correctly. Even though he's singing on one track, we've got multiple tracks set up just in case any ideas pop up. Let's see. Brian, can you sing something a cappella right now?
Hey, yeah, oh,
You see the level there?
We have level in Pro Tools.
Going up to about yellow. That's good. That's good.
oh, yeah.
That's a great level.
Hey.
I take a breather. It would be great if we just had a slight bit of attenuation, compression.
Okay.
So we can open up something simple.
Great.
Pro Tools, Dyne 3, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
And what I'm looking for is just a slight bit of attenuation if he really belts. So I'm going to ask him to belt now. And I don't want to see it really go any lower than -3 dB. Brian, can you give us kind of the strongest that you'll sing through the composition?
I ain't asking you to change if you don't feel the same. I just wanted you to know that I still feel the pain.
So it's averaging at just above 3, between 3 and 6 occasionally.
I could hear it a little bit, so back it off slightly. We're still checking something. Maybe go to a smoother knee.
Okay. About 4 dB, okay.
And the knee is changing how the compression interacts or when it kicks in. So it actually starts to kick in slightly before the threshold point and then gets up to the dialed in ratio slightly after the threshold point. Give me a little bit more of that.
I ain't asking you to change if you don't feel the same.
That sounds great. Give me a little bit more a cappella, and we're going to open up an EQ. Let's open up a simple EQ. You could be the Pro Tools EQ.
All right.
Brian, the song is in the key of F minor, is that correct?
Yep.
So for me, ranges around 1 to 3K. He sounds a little bit dark right now. But one of the ways to highlight his voice and make it a bit sharper is to brighten the top. But at the same time, I don't want him to give me too much energy around the 3K range. So about 2.7 is the tonic of F. So if we go to 2.7 and just dropped it down by 1.5 dB, yeah, attenuate it by 1.5.
How thick do you want that Q also?
That's good. A nice general Q.
All right.
And now we're going to go up to 11.1K. This is going to be the very top. And we're going to crank that by 6 dB.
All right.
And that's a shelf.
You want it as a shelf?
Let's see what a shelf looks like.
Shelf.
Oh, that's 1 point. Yeah, go to 11.1. 11.1K. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. And then I'll change it from a shelf to a Q. I like that better. I know people are looking at me like, well, how does he know what it sounds like? But when the guy's not even singing. But I've been doing this a lot, and those are kind of sweet zones for me in the key of F. Brian, can you give me some a cappella?
Yeah. Oh, baby, baby, won't you call me? Won't you call me if
Take
you're
the EQ
ever
out.
getting lonely?
Bypass it.
Oh, baby, baby, won't you call me?
Pop it in.
Won't you call me if you're ever getting lonely?
Take it out.
Oh, baby, know that
Pop it
I'll
in.
be patient. We can talk.
Sounds great.
Cool.
Yeah.
So for me, we're not printing the compression. We're not printing the EQ. They're only in the monitor path right now, which means that we can hear it in playback, but it's not printing the tape. We have 8 tracks set up. I'd love to duplicate the compression settings and the EQ settings across the board. So we're just doing an option drag. And all DAWs do this. It doesn't matter whether it's Pro Tools or Ableton or Logic or Reason or Reaper or whatever it is.
Yep. Those are all identical?
I think the core elements from this are that the compression doesn't have to be extreme. It can be subtle, especially on the tracking side. And that EQ can be your friend. Understanding the tonic relationship of the notes and the key of the song that you're in can kind of expedite the process. I didn't have to look for the sweet spots. I already kind of had an idea where the sweet spots were. We're going to look at reverb also. Reverb is our time-based effect that we'll use in this composition. The more effects I have is the more skewed the pitch can become. I don't want to be searching for his intonation, so we'll use reverb, but it's going to be pretty low. Brian, give me a little bit more a cappella, and we're going to try to add some reverb on your track right now.
Oh, baby, baby, won't you call me? Won't you call me if you're ever getting lonely?
Actually, Sam's setting it up, so give me one sec. Let's set it up first. We're using a simple Pro Tools Deverb. Let's try a medium plate. Plate should be thin and it won't give us many masking effects. We're using a send from the track going to an aux when the plate's on the aux. Lots of Ableton people just drag the reverb right on the vocal, which is not a bad thing to do, but when you start doing 12, 20 vocals, it's better to use a send going to an aux. Let's see if we can hear you hitting the reverb.
Oh, baby, baby, won't you call me? Won't you call me if you're ever getting lonely? Oh, baby, baby, won't you call me? Won't you
Drop the
call
sound a
me
little
if
bit.
you're ever getting lonely?
About -10.
Oh, baby, know that I'll be patient. We
That's
can
great.
talk about your life and your frustrations.
Awesome, Brian, you sound great. Now, how does it feel to you? Do you want more reverb, less reverb?
Sounds pretty good to me, I think, you know.
Okay, so we're about the point where we can run the track and let you hear a little bit of that. So we're going to be checking your headphone mix, the 2-track, and your vocal against the 2-track.
Check. Do you remember those summer nights, sitting under the stars, kissing in your car, and having dinner with your dad's new girl? You were so wound up, and I was so concerned. I still remember how I held your hand. You used to grip it so tight, just the way I liked. And I remember when I left for school, 'cause breaking up is hard to do.
Let's try.
Preamp, I think
Preamp.
is
Talk,
down.
talk, now we don't talk at all. You got your own life, I don't blame you at all. But
Great
if you feel
stuff.
down, no, I'm still around. And
Great, that was awesome. I don't want you to do too much before we capture a take.
right.
We heard a little bit of distortion, probably the mic pre. Sam, did you already turn it down?
Yeah, I turned the mic pre down just a little bit.
Okay. And how did it sound to you?
Could I just get the click a little bit quieter and the vocal a little bit louder?
Oh, you were hearing the click?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, he doesn't need the click.
Okay.
Yeah, we can actually mute the click to him.
All right, great. No click.
There may be some sections in the song where the music falls out, and then we'll need it then.
Okay.
Let's do one more listen for your headphone mix.
Baby, won't you call me? Oh, baby, know that I'll be patient. We can talk about your life and your frustrations.
Do you want more music?
I think it's a good balance. I just have to turn the volume up a little bit.
All right, tell me when.
Baby, won't you call me? The track's a little loud now and the vocal's kind of quiet. Baby, won't you call me? Won't you call me if you're ever getting lonely? A little more vocal. Baby, won't you call me? Won't you call me if you're ever getting lonely? Know that I'll be patient. We can talk about your life and your frustrations. A little more of the vocal. Baby, won't you call me? Won't you call me if you're ever getting? That's cool.
Great. Feels good to you?
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, I wasn't even talking. It feels good to you?
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're ready for a scratch vocal.
All right, sounds good.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna bring his preamp down just another tiny smidge.